Dr. Marquez Serrano. I am the Spanish teacher at Tuskegee University, and this summer I've been working with the Office of Distant Learning Education. I've been teaching Spanish 101 and Spanish 102 online, and I want to share with my colleagues my experiences. At the beginning, it was very challenging to create the course shells because I didn't have an experience about it, and it was kind of hard for me to learn. But after a while, it became so much easier and more and systematic, and I learned that is much everything is easier if you organize your materials. So you have to organize everything in folders so you can have them available to fill the shells. You cannot be working there without your information being organized. Another thing that I found challenging was to deal with the proctoring of the exams and all these systems that we have to follow because I never done it. I have never taken online classes myself. So I had to go over the homeworks and the homeworks and calculate the time and make sure everything was okay. And my advice for you would be always be very clear. For example, tell the students that the exams need to be proctored, but you have to tell them what will happen if they don't proctor they don't get a proctor for the exam. And so by reading your syllabus and perfecting it, you will save a lot of time answering emails, and sometimes you contradict yourself because you don't have it all organized. So another thing that I thought it was very good was the SALSA syllabus, because even though I was redundant and I have to redo everything again, it helped me to think about what I was really saying. So I had to restate a lot of the policies that did not make any sense, and I also found holes in there in terms of what the students had to do, because they are reading the materials from home. You're not there like in face-to-face. They read it from home and they interpret it their own way. And normally it's not going to be the way that you want them to interpret it. So I realized that the most valuable thing that I learned is to organize everything very well and have it all clearly stated. And since I'm the only one that teaches Spanish here, I have to do the same for all of the courses, for beginning and intermediate courses. And this is something that is not going to finish. I have to see it more like a process instead of seeing it like something I finish and I'm done with it. It's a process, it's challenging, but it's rewarding. And I have learned a lot. Now I'm trying to learn more. I'm trying to do podcasts that can really help them in case that they don't find me, they can go there and understand what I'm trying to say with each assignment and the main topics that they need to know. I had to have very clear the topics. I would say the most important thing in online courses is to have the objectives very clearly stated, and so you can create other materials, because the publishers have materials that also speak in a different kind of language that sometimes the students don't understand. So it is very helpful if the teacher goes back and makes little podcasts telling them, oh, this is what you really have to know, and they can build on that. And being available in the email is not always easy, but I have learned a lot about it, and I feel confident that I can do a better job. And I'm right now trying to create new courses to expand the program, and why not maybe create a minor in Spanish or something. So I think there's no limits for learning, and this really helps us as faculty members to continue to to advance and improve ourselves.